What is this thing?
May I come in, sir?
Yes, please come.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon,
Yes,
ma'am.
good
Good afternoon,
afternoon.
sir.
Danish, be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Danish, would you please introduce yourself to the members of the board?
Sir, my name is Danish Rabbani Khan. I'm from Lucknow. I have done my MBBS from GSM Medical College, Kanpur. Post that, I have worked as a medical officer in RS Hospital, Lucknow during the second wave of COVID-19. Sir, throughout my college life, I was a member of my college football team, and I have also developed interest in music as I'm a rhythm guitarist, I'm a singer, and I also compose my own songs, sir.
Thank you, Danish.
So,
Now, you come from UP and you have a background with, you're a doctor, accomplished doctor,
sir.
and you're still working?
Sir, I was working, but I have left it.
Will you give up the medical profession?
No, sir. I worked after mains also. I worked in 2021 for 8 months during the second wave of COVID-19. After that, my mains came, so I left the work and then I prepared for the interview.
Do you think your personal interests are more important than the interests of the patients?
Sir, at that point of time, I gave as much as I could during the second wave of the COVID-19. And as the second wave of the COVID-19 subsided, I then pursued towards my mains examination. During my prelims examination, I was working at that point of time as well, sir.
All right. Now, with this kind of a background, obvious question would be that why the government has put in so much of money, you put in so much of time, energy, with a good MBBS degree, with a good amount of experience also. Why would you choose to be a civil servant?
So,
Wouldn't be so let me complete. Wouldn't be a waste of resources?
Sir, firstly, sir, I had a tilt from earlier days as well towards civils, but as my family members were doctors, so they asked me to do graduation for the MBBS itself. But then when I was in my internship, sir, there was a particular incident that motivated me more towards the civil services. If you will allow, sir, I can.
And what was it? Quickly, briefly,
Sir,
tell me what was that incident which really triggered
Sir.
you to think of going to civil services?
Sir, I encountered large number of cases of dengue coming to my hospital. So when I took the history, I found out that most of the patients belong to a particular cluster of area itself. So when I asked them further, there was sanitation and hygiene issue. And when I informed to my seniors, they emphasized that our role is of curing the patient and this role is of the administration. So that thing also motivated me to go towards the administration. As being a doctor, I could only cure the patient, sir. But being in the administration, I could eliminate the root cause as well. Sir.
Are you trying to tell me, Danish, that you want to be one of the reformists and you're going to reform the bureaucracy with this kind of motivation which you just spelled out?
Sir, bureaucracy has done extremely well in the last 75 years of till our independence till now, sir. But I could be a part of the reform that is also evolving in the Amrit Kal currently going on in India, sir.
Okay, if you're talking about reforms,
So,
now you were an MBBS, you took an oath of professional ethics and professional morality.
so
Of whom do you take, and who is the gentleman you always take oath of?
sir, earlier it was Hippocratic Oath, but recently it changed to the Charak Samhita, sir.
That's good. That's it that I want to hear. Now, this kind of a oath which you have taken, but we still find in India that this professional ethics is very badly missing in India, and then all kind of malpractices in the medical field.
So,
I'm making a very blunt and frank statement that the hospitals have become business centers.
so
Rather than giving medical services, they have become businesses. What's your true and honest opinion on the subject?
Sir, my honest opinion lies in the fact that there have been commercialization of the medical system in the healthcare system as well currently. But we can't talk about all the doctors in such a way because there are also doctors who put their life at stake themselves in the second wave of COVID-19 as we have seen. And I believe there must be various reforms in this regard, sir.
Now, what do you think could the reforms be? Just in bullet points, quickly.
So firstly, the medical curriculum must be having the ethical education system in itself, sir, which is currently missing. Secondly, sir, with respect to the awareness level of the patients must also be increased in current times so that they could not be exploited, sir. Thirdly, sir, the doctors must also come ahead to set good case studies and good examples themselves, sir.
And what is the latest amendment to the act which has come into the protection of the doctors?
Sir, I'm not able to adequately recall, but if you will allow, sir.
Okay, I'll pass it on. I will give you feedback once we are done with the interview. Yes, madam.
So, Danish, I'm impressed that you are so relaxed, smiling, and you're also a singer.
Thank you.
So, what is it that you compose?
Ma'am, I've composed motivational songs for myself when I played in the last interview, and also the romantic genre songs.
Oh, sweet. Okay, and now, how is a rhythm guitar different from a normal guitar?
Ma'am, there are three types of guitarists, basically rhythm guitarist, lead guitarist and bass guitarist. So rhythm guitarist is those who play the chords, ma'am. And the lead guitarist play the notes, ma'am, to make
The
the
rhythm guitarist plays the
chords, ma'am.
chords.
Chords.
Okay.
And the lead guitarist play the notes, such as the music they tend to give.
Okay.
And the bass guitarist plays the bass from the below that we hear.
So, if I use comparison with Indian instruments, so then the rhythm guitarist is the tabla.
No, ma'am. It might be sitar or violin.
Achha.
Yes.
Or a tanpura, like
Tanpura,
which
yes,
plays at the background.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know that. Tell me, as a doctor, a lot of emphasis now is on insurance. Okay, very good. We need insurance. But between a public health system and an insurance-based system, which one is suitable for India's situation?
Ma'am, I believe there must be emphasis on both the things, as insurance is also important, such as we only have 4% of the health coverage currently for the all over the population. And also the public health care system must be made robust so that the poor population who are facing the heat of the out-of-pocket expenditure, which is almost 48% currently, and which is pushing them towards the poverty, ma'am, that must be eliminated, ma'am. So I believe the balance must be made, ma'am.
So then who pays the premium insurance?
Ma'am, I believe the yojana such as the Ayushman Bharat Yojana.
Ayushman Bharat is only for a certain set
Yes,
of
ma'am.
people.
Yes, ma'am.
It doesn't cover, though, in terms of, absolute terms, we feel it's a very big figure.
Yes, ma'am.
But in terms of the percentage, it is not. You and I can't get Ayushman
Yes,
Bharat.
ma'am.
Huh? And if we have to pay an insurance cover, it's very, very high. The older that you get, the higher is the rate of insurance. So, what do you feel that what is lagging in our public health?
Ma'am, the public healthcare system, the infrastructural issues are there currently. As government is also spending only 2.2% of the GDP towards the public health system, and our national health policy emphasizes towards 2.5% now. Secondly, ma'am, the doctor-patient ratio is also very less currently. It is only 1:1456, while the WHO tends it to be 1:1000. Thirdly, ma'am, with respect to the availability of medicines and the diagnostics, there must be a shift towards generic medicines as well, such as the Jan Aushadhi Kendras, which would suffice the involvement of the good public healthcare system currently now.
So, do you find more people are using these generic medicines?
Ma'am, I believe there is a shift recently with awareness of people who are moving towards the generic medicine. But there are also issues as many doctors are currently even now prescribing the branded medicines now.
So, what is the advantage? What are the pros and cons between generic medicines and branded medicines?
Ma'am, firstly, the generic medicines, there are no heavy quality certification currently. Secondly, ma'am, the APIs in the generic medicine, they are also tend to be in less amount, ma'am. So sometimes there is these issues, but we need to shift toward generic medicines with reforming the system, ma'am.
So how do you reform this system? How do you reform the generic system?
Yes, ma'am.
Then the prices will also go up.
Ma'am, I believe government's role must come into this. They might subsidize the prices of the generic medicines in this regard. Or there might be also the initiation of the public-private partnerships as well, where both the private sector, corporates, and the government must come ahead, ma'am, to take their own responsibilities.
Uh, uh, a sector that is much neglected in the medical profession is those of paramedicals.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you think we can have quality, standardized paramedical education?
Ma'am, I believe firstly, the international standards of paramedical education system must be made into the Indian education system as well, ma'am.
They are not there currently. Our standards are not comparable to the international standard. I don't know, I'm asking you.
Ma'am, they might be good, but there is not uniformization of the paramedic education system.
Okay.
As even now, many local colleges are also going on in various villages or a normal level, ma'am. So there must be a uniformization of the education system, ma'am. Secondly, ma'am, the best practices, the global best practices must also be taken into account, and the practical training of the paramedical system must be made very much strengthened in its own self, ma'am.
Okay. Why is health usually not a public issue?
Sorry, ma'am.
Why is health never considered so much as a public issue?
Ma'am, health system is definitely a major issue in my opinion, ma'am. But I believe with respect to less awareness among public, until or unless there is a person who is very much terminally ill or it is ill, we do not ourselves consider health as a prime issue currently. But I believe in the recent times there have been a shift with high level of awareness, especially post COVID-19 era, ma'am. And health is taking a center stage now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ganesh,
So,
you did your schooling in Saudi Arabia.
so.
What took you there?
Sir, my father was a researcher in chemistry and he has worked most of his life in Saudi Arabia itself. So I spent my 10th in Saudi Arabia. Till 10th I was in Saudi Arabia itself. Sir.
So why didn't you, after becoming a medico, why didn't you think of a career? Many of the doctors, they are shifting to the Gulf. Why didn't you look as a career option?
Sir, as I have spent most of my life outside India, so now I want to be inside India only and serve the local population over here. And to be in India, it feels more better, sir, because it feels homely, sir. And being outside, I have also faced that there was some sort of racial discrimination as well with Indians earlier, sir. I don't know right now because I haven't been in Saudi since a long time. So that is the major reason, sir, that I had to work out.
Okay, you come from UP.
Sorry.
UP is a large state. Recently, we bifurcated many states. Madhya Pradesh was Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. So there's seldom a talk of division of UP into smaller states, at least 4 states. What is your take on this?
Sir, I believe any decision of bifurcation or trifurcation must be based on aggregate analysis and data level. And if there is some socio-political or administrative efficiency coming from the bifurcation or trifurcation of the state, then only we must move towards it, sir.
Look, that's a general gyan you have given us. So, what do you, after living in UP for so many years, what is your take on this, that this should be done, or this is the need of the hour, or should not be done?
Sir, I believe currently UP is facing from regional inequality, such as the Bundelkhand area and the eastern UP is regionally unequal than the western UP. So I believe the resources must be moved towards these regions, and there must be steps taken to develop these regions as well, which can also be done without bifurcating the states.
So you are against it?
Sir, in my opinion, I am currently against it because if we bifurcate or trifurcate the state, the less resources of the Bundelkhand area, they might not be able to generate adequate amount of revenue in order to modernize it, sir. But now what we can do is we can use the revenue generating from the western side to develop the eastern side or the Bundelkhand as well, which is also the what currently UP government is doing, sir.
Okay.
So,
Another question on your state.
sure.
There are 6 World Heritage Sites in UP. Can you name them?
Sir, I am able to recall. Sir, I'm not currently able to recall on the one I did.
Is there any one of them in Lucknow?
I'm sorry, sir. I will read about it. Sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
In this subcontinent,
So,
many countries got independence same time in which we got, before or little later than. And we are surrounded by a number of countries, smaller. But you will find that democracy has survived in India continuously, quite successful. Yeah, I think I can claim that it is quite successful. Whereas it's all around us, whether it be Pakistan, Afghanistan, even in Nepal and Bangladesh also, it is a doldering and golden. So everywhere there is crisis, but in India it is continuing. What are the key factors why it is surviving in India and we have not faced no coup, no takeover, nothing?
sir, in my opinion, firstly, India has a parliamentary democracy, has lived up to its mark, with legislature performing its adequate roles. So. Secondly, sir, with respect to the executive, with respect to the policy implementation, such as the welfare policies, India has also played a great role in that. So, thirdly, sir, we have an independent judiciary who is also adequately looking over all the sectors and maintaining the separation of power principles. So, fourthly, sir, an independent media and civil society organization and the NGOs are also playing a key role in maintaining the India's democratic principles. Sir.
You don't give any credit to the people of India that
Sir.
they are democrat, they have those value systems in which they can survive.
So definitely in terms
Or
of
our great leaders, those who envisaged it and they saw to it that it succeeds.
so definitely the in terms of social aspect, the India's cultural pluralism has also played a great role in this regard, and our leaders has also been.
What do you think about the Uniform Civil Code? Should it be implemented? Because it appears to be the unfinished agenda of this government. So should it be introduced and should it be implemented?
So the Uniform Civil Code, as highlighted by our DPSPs in the Article 44, is currently one of the constitutional agenda as well. So, sir, I believe the Uniform Civil Code must be implemented, but with adequate discussion and deliberation with all the communities.
There are already
and stakeholders.
75 years we have been discussing it. So how long? You need more 74 more years. So when has the time come to implement it?
Sir, I believe if we are politicizing the issue, that must be that we must refrain from that part. But in terms of implementing it,
You and me can't do it. Politicians have to do it. So it will be politicized.
So, sir, I believe it must be implemented, but with pilot projects type implementation, such as we can implement it in one state and we can see how it goes, and then only we should move to the implementation all over India. Sir.
What do you think the vaccine made by India in two of the Serum and this thing and the Pfizer? Is Pfizer superior to this vaccine which India has made?
So the Pfizer vaccine is based on the mRNA principle, which has more efficiency and efficacy in terms of the serum Institute of India's vaccine, and also with less amount of side effects. So I believe Pfizer is not as much superior, but all the efficacy is better. So in terms of side effect also.
But I believe there are a number of lawsuits against the company.
Sir, I'm not aware about that, sir. But
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Danish, so you are from Lucknow, correct?
Sir.
So can you name any architectural buildings that is in Lucknow?
Sir, the Bada Imambara, the Chota Imambara, the Rumi Darwaza,
Okay.
which is also the reason that Lucknow is called as the Constantinople of India, sir.
Okay, so what is the story behind this Bada Imam Bada? Why they have built actually?
So there was a famine which had struck Lucknow, sir. So the Nawab at that point of time built the Bada Imam Bara in order to give the people employment opportunities.
Okay. So what stones they have used?
Sorry, sir.
What stones they have used?
Uh,
Type of stones?
Stalls.
Stones.
Sir, I am not able to.
Okay,
recall,
कोई
sir.
नहीं. Okay, there is problem in medical field, basically the doctors availability in rural areas.
So-
So how to increase doctors in rural areas? Can you suggest actually?
So, firstly, the remuneration and the incentives must be increased for the doctors who are working in the rural areas.
Okay.
Secondly, sir, the facilities of infrastructure of their own living must be made available, sir. Thirdly, sir, as many state governments has included the reservation for the doctors who are working in the PHCs or CHCs in the post-graduation examination.
Okay.
That must also be done, sir. Fourthly, I believe, sir, the adequate security of the doctors must also be increased in the rural system, rural healthcare systems.
Okay. So have you heard about the Mohalla clinic?
So,
Okay, so this need to be replicated in Uttar Pradesh also, or you will not suggest for it?
sir, the Mohalla clinics have definitely an important role to play in Delhi currently, educating the primary healthcare response system of the Delhi health system. So, with adequate safeguards of its availability of medicines and doctors, it can be replicated, as also several states have already replicated it. So.
Okay, last question. So yoga and Ayurveda, so they can be encouraged or they help in curing the disease or not?
Sir, I believe yoga and Ayurveda are part of historical heritage of India, sir, and they must be encouraged, as the government has also encouraged it in and across the world in terms of International Yoga Day currently. So they do have a good role to play in the physical and psychological health of a human, sir.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
thank you, sir.
Danish, I would like to shoot a couple of more questions to you. Now, you are in a profession which is a very noble profession. Could you define what is morality and what is ethics? How do you differentiate morality with ethics?
Sir, morality comes in terms of morals which an individual has developed, sir, while ethics is implemented at the societal level, sir.
Okay.
So,
Now, if that was the explanation and definition given by you, morality versus ethics, in your medical field, give me a live example where your action is ethically correct and morally not correct.
sir, while treating terrorists such as Kasab, the doctors have the duty of ethically treating the patient, sir. But morally, there might be a cognitive dissonance within the doctors themselves that they're treating a terrorist, sir.
Good answer, I must say. Good answer. Now, do you know anything about the space policy of Government of India?
Waste policy, sir.
Space policy.
Space. Yes, sir. There have been a space policy of Government of India.
This is not an answer. What do you know about space policy? What are the three key features of the space policy which has been documented in 2023?
Sir, I'm not able to recall currently, sir. I will read about
Okay.
it, sir.
Are you aware of, we're connecting with space only, you are aware of what is Artemis mission? Accord?
Artemis Accord, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, it is an accord laid down by the USA for peaceful exploration of the space, specifically the moon, with related to the moon, sir. I'm recalling this much only, sir.
That's not the aim. You're very
sorry,
correct. You have to refine your answer.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's to send human beings to the moon.
Sir.
And India has signed this accord recently.
Sir.
So we'll probably have some Indian to be on the moon soon.
Sir.
Now, there is another thing which has come in this space and you have no idea. Okay, let's talk about another different area. You come from Lucknow.
Sir.
दानिश, 3 मुझे ऐसी चीज नायाब चीजें बताइए जो कि लखनऊ के लिए, जिसके लिए आप उस पर गर्व या फख्र कर सके. नहीं, गुफ्तगू मैं भी कर सकता हूँ उर्दू में. आई कम फ्रॉम अलीगढ़.
Sir.
बताइए.
Sir, firstly, the Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb. We believe
Good.
in the principle of secularism, sir. Secondly, sir, the cuisine of Lucknow, sir. It has been the tunde kababi specifically, which has been famous all through the nation, sir.
और तीसरी बहुत मशहूर है.
Sir, thirdly, the cultural aspect of Lucknow in terms of dance music such as Kathak or the Ghazals, Qawwali, etc., which has been developed.
What about पहले आप
Sir, and sir,
एग्जैक्टली दैट्स व्हाट इज कल्चर, उसने इसमें बता दिया।
and also sir, मुस्कुराइए आप लखनऊ में है और टैगलाइन सर।
जी 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 जी। आखिरी सवाल
सर
कि आप अगर को कलेक्टर बनाया जाए किसी यूपी के डिस्ट्रिक्ट में ही,
सर
और आपसे कहा जाए कि एआई बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन को एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को सुधारने के लिए आप एक कार्यक्रम चलाएं, तो आप उसको जल्दी से बताइए मुझे, क्या कार्यक्रम चलाएंगे और क्या क्या चीज़ लाना चाहेंगे?
Sir, I believe in effective implementation of the welfare policies for the vulnerable section of the society, sir. So I would use AI in terms of healthcare, education, etc. To adequately implement the government policies, sir.
जनरल बता रहे हो, मेरे को एआई का क्या क्या एप्लीकेशन कर पाओगे, स्पेसिफिकली बताओ।
Okay, sir. Sir, using AI in terms of data collection and evaluation of the issues in my own district.
Good.
And secondly, sir, predictive policing. We can also use AI to maintain law and order, sir.
Good.
Thirdly, sir, AI in terms of disaster management, sir. If there is any sort of disaster management, we can use it in terms of that as well, sir.
धन्यवाद।
मैं एक
धनुष।
क्वेश्चन सर पूछ रहा हूँ।
हाँ बिल्कुल, आप पूछें। एक
आपने अपना शौक दिखाया कि पोइट्री वगैरह में आपको है।
Sir.
साहिल लुधियानवी ने उसकी एक बड़ी फेमस कलेक्शन है पोएम्स की, उसका क्या नाम है?
Sir, I am really sorry. I will read about it.
तलखियाँ।
Sir.
उसमें एक नज़म है जो बहुत पॉपुलर हुई और उसको हिंदी बाद में बॉलीवुड ने यूज़ किया इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ए सॉन्ग।
Sir.
नज़म थी जो उसने अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड वगैरह के लिए लिखी थी।
Sir. Sir, I am not able to recall.
सबकी
I'll read about it, sir.
आप ही सुना दीजिए ना।
Sir.
नहीं, बट उसका फील्ड नहीं है, इज अ डॉक्टर एंड
नहीं he says ना he's
बट इसने वो डाला हुआ है अपना हॉबी में डाला हुआ है।
या
तो
जो
आप सुनना चाहेंगे, पैनलिस्ट चाहते हैं कि कुछ सुना दें, और खासकर मोहतरमा की फरमाइश आई है तो
Sir.
उसको उनको उसको तामील किया जाए।
Should I sing my own song of motivation genre or romantic?
कुछ भी सुनाइए, लेकिन 1 मिनट में सुनाइए, आधी मिनट में बस।
कल होगी मुश्किलें बड़ी, चलते चलना हम सफर, तेरी मंजिल वही, रास्ते बहके से बहकी ये जिंदगी, चलते चलना हम सफर, तेरी मंजिल वही, अब मंजिल को है पाना, बस चलते ही जाना, अपने सपनों के लिए कुछ ऐसा कर जाना, तो भर ले अपने हौसलों की उड़ानों को यहाँ, कुछ ऐसा कर जा जिससे कि बोले ये सारा जहां, तू ही। सर
धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद, बहुत अच्छा दानिश।
कभी
अब
कभी मेरे दिल में ये ख्याल आता है।
हाँ, दानिश, अब आप जो हैं ये जो हम लोग का फॉर्मल इंटरव्यू सेशन है
सर
वो अब समाप्त होता है। वी आर जस्ट डन विद आवर फॉर्मल इंटरव्यू।